Elizabeth Holmes went to court this week as she is yet again trying to do anything she can to push her prison sentence. And although she did not answer reporters' questions, which she never does, she appears to be visibly pregnant with her second child. When her company Theranos was worth over $6 billion, Elizabeth Holmes' main goal in life was media attention. But ever since the downfall of Theranos and her indictment, Holmes has refrained from speaking to the press or anyone. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Holmes's latest pregnancy, what this means for her sentencing, and if and when she's going to prison. Towards the end of the summer, I reported in a video, and it was discussed on the Theranos Reddit forum, that it seemed as though Holmes was pregnant. And it looks as though we were right. Video and pictures of Holmes walking into court with her fiance Billy Evans seem to show Holmes is expecting. Usually I wouldn't speculate on something like this, but things are not ever straightforward with Elizabeth Holmes. If you aren't totally up to date with Holmes, Balwani, and Theranos, I have a ton of videos on my channel, so check those out to catch yourself up. They're all linked below. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, what in the hell is Holmes thinking? And what in the hell is her fiance Billy Evans thinking? Holmes was actually due to be sentenced this week, but it was postponed yet again. Holmes was found guilty in January, and that trial itself was ridiculously delayed. It was delayed for a variety of reasons. Holmes' lawyer delayed it, and it was delayed due to COVID, and then it was also delayed for Holmes's first pregnancy. It actually was predicted by a lot of people close to the Theranos case, such as Phyllis Gardner and John Carreyrou, that Holmes would get pregnant before or during her trial to try and gain sympathy for the trial. Many people predicted this second pregnancy by Holmes also to hopefully try and gain sympathy or even postpone her sentencing. I'm fairly active and enjoy the Theranos subreddit, and I know a lot of people have been predicting this over there for a long time. If you remember my last video, it was about Adam Rosendorf turning up to Elizabeth's home, and that has had a ripple effect across her sentencing and Balwani's sentencing. So Holmes's lawyers seized on this Adam Rosendorf drop by to try and buy time and even to try and get a new trial. Now, at the time that Rosendorf visited Holmes's home, we didn't know this, but it appears he visited the home after finding out Holmes was pregnant again. Holmes's attorney, Lance Wade, asked Rosendorf why he showed up to Holmes's house in August, and Rosendorf stated, "I started feeling increasingly distressed and uncomfortable that Holmes's young child would spend formidable years without a mother. It was also my understanding that she might be pregnant again." While I of course sympathize with Elizabeth Holmes' child, who didn't ask for any of this and didn't ask for Holmes as a mother, I just don't understand why people are all, "Oh, poor Elizabeth, away during her child's formidable years." But this was Holmes's choice, and also hundreds of thousands of people go to prison every year who are parents or expecting. No one forced Elizabeth Holmes to become pregnant. She's a grown woman. She clearly made this decision now twice, knowing she was going into a lengthy court case, and then more likely than not, going to prison. Actually, arguably, this second pregnancy is an even worse look than the first one, because at least with the first one, she hadn't actually been found guilty yet. And if there is anything we know about Elizabeth Holmes, it's that she is extremely self-confident to the point of bullish arrogance and delusion. So going into the trial, I'm sure she may have been delusional that she would get off scot-free. Of course, no one else in the world thought that, but as we've seen with Holmes, she thinks she's a genius who can outsmart everyone. But the second pregnancy, she has already been found guilty. She knows that she's going to be punished, and way, way, way more likely than not, that punishment will include a prison sentence. Now, originally, Holmes and Balwani were actually supposed to be sentenced already. Holmes was supposed to be sentenced this week, and obviously that didn't happen. They've been postponed, And actually, this whole Adam Rosendorf motion, Judge Davila has set the briefs on the Rosendorf motion to be due by October 24th, which is this Monday. So probably he will rule by the end of the week, maybe by Friday, October 28th, as sentencing is now 3 weeks away, and he will most likely want both sides free and clear to start getting their sentencing memos finalized and submitted. Sentencing memos most likely will be submitted November 8th for Balwani and November 14th for Holmes, as Balwani is being sentenced on Tuesday, November 15th, with Holmes being sentenced on the Friday, November 18th. I will, of course, be doing huge updates when Balwani and Holmes are both sentenced, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you don't know everything about Theranos, go and check out those other videos linked below. As always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.